Hello and welcome back to the online family program coming to you from the Sunshine Coast Health Center. My name is Sarah and this is part 3 in a 4-part series about worry. Worrying about your loved one both in their addiction and in their recovery. So this is a very common thing, and so we took the first episode and talked about how worrying can actually become a hobby, and in the second episode we talked about how worrying can also be used as a distraction from your own life. And today I want to talk about how sometimes we can have a misunderstanding about worrying and what it's actually accomplishing. So the thing with worrying is it does take up a fair bit of our time and energy, and so it can feel like we're actually getting something done, when in fact we're not, other than making ourselves tired. So we sometimes actually people do rationalize that they are doing something useful. They're preparing themselves for the worst. You know what? There is some logic to this, but if you're always thinking of the worst case scenario with everything, that can lead to some not so great things in your life. Such as just being generally pessimistic or cynical or suspicious, not really finding much enjoyment in your life if you're always worried about the worst thing happening. And, sometimes doing that can actually lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's really important that we, kind of look at what our understanding of worrying is and kind of pick it apart a bit and see, is it in fact what we think we're accomplishing here? So, I'm not suggesting in any way that you should be an ostrich and stick your head in the sand and not think about the future or be cautious. I'm not saying that in any way. But I just want to err on the side of being optimistic. And so that's what I'm going to talk about next week. So please join me for next week's episode.